You're listening to The Services Brief, part of Main Street Media. I'm Taylor. It's Monday, May 11. 3 stories across the service economy and what each one means for the owner. The first story is the small business labor market, and the data finally caught up with what owners have been feeling for 2 months. NFIB's April jobs report dropped last week and showed the Small Business Employment Index falling another 1.2 points to 100.4. That is the second consecutive monthly decline, and it puts the index below the 2025 average of 101.2 for the first time. Inside the report, 34% of owners said they had openings they could not fill, the highest reading since last June. 46% of owners hiring or trying to hire reported few or no qualified applicants, and 18% of owners called labor quality their single biggest problem, 3 points above the historical norm. Same week, BLS reported April payrolls up just $115,000, with the headline, "Unemployment Rate Steady" at 4.3%. For a service business with employees, that is a two-sided signal. The hiring market is loosening at the top of the funnel. Payroll growth is decelerating, more candidates are circulating, and the corporate buyers of service work are slowing down. But the bottom of the funnel is still tight. The applicants you do get are increasingly the wrong applicants. Action this week. Pull your last 60 days of applicant flow and rejection reasons. If the quality gap is widening, you have a recruiting problem, not a market problem. And the fix is upstream tooling, not another job board. Tighten cash, defer non-revenue CAPEX, and reinvest in the channels that produce A players. Story 2 is operational, and it is finally showing up in the trucks of small operators, not just enterprise shops. AI-powered receptionists and answering services that integrate directly with Service Titan, House Call Pro, Field Edge, and Workiz are now being sold at a price point a 5-truck shop can buy. Platforms like Agent Zap, plus the new native AI agents inside the field service software, detect emergencies, qualify the lead, book the slot on the dispatch board, and text the customer a confirmation at 1 in the morning on a Sunday with no human in the loop. The owner impact question is direct. What does this mean for someone running a service business with employees? It means the after-hours leak just got fixed. The numbers in the field service category are stark. Somewhere between 30 and 40% of inbound calls to small service shops historically went to voicemail, and a meaningful share of those callers booked the next competitor in their search results. An AI receptionist that captures even half of that recovered call volume and converts it at the same rate as your daytime intake is worth more than another tech on the truck. Action this week: pull your call log for the last 30 days, count after hours and weekend missed calls, multiply by your average ticket. If that number is more than 5% of revenue, you are funding your competitors' growth. The third story is consolidation moving down the value chain in automotive. Spokane-based Gee Automotive Companies closed on May 6th its acquisition of 15 dealerships and 3 collision centers from the Jim Click Automotive team in Tucson and the Tuttle-Click Automotive Group in Southern California. The deal expands Gee to 75 franchises across 57 rooftops in 5 states. Crucially, the 3 collision centers came in the package, which is the part service business owners outside auto retail should pay attention to. Here is why it matters. Collision repair is a service business. Same labor model, same insurance dynamics, same direct repair program economics that Caliber Collision spent 2 decades scaling. Independent body shops in Tucson and Orange County woke up on May 7th with a regional consolidator next door that has scale on parts purchasing, scale on technician recruiting, and a bigger negotiating chair with carriers. The same playbook is rolling through HVAC, plumbing, dental, vet, and pest control. Fragmented service category gets a regional buyer, the buyer pulls standardized operations on top, and the local single shop independent has 18 to 36 months before the math gets uncomfortable. Concrete implication: if your zip code is in a fragmented service category and you have not seen a regional consolidator yet, you will. Run the math on your 3-year horizon now. Either build a defensible niche your size cannot be beaten on, partner with a roll-up while the multiple is still favorable, or sell while the buyer pool is still bidding. That's it for Monday. Find all of Main Street Media's shows wherever you listen. Subscribe, leave a review, and I'll see you Friday for the Business Spotlight.